guest is Arifah Badli. Hi Arifah, Assalamualaikum.
Hi, Waalaikum salam. How are you, Farisha, today?
I'm good, Alhamdulillah. How are you?
I'm good. I mean, it's 3 a.m., but it's okay. I sleep late anyway, so it's fine.
It's
I
3
hope
a.m.
you're having a good morning.
in UK.
Yep, in UK. I'm currently in Newcastle, so
Mm-hmm.
that's in the northeast. It's
Mm-hmm.
like 8 hours away from London. And yeah, I just
Wow.
finished my studies here.
Mhm. Okay, and it's really amazing for me to have Arifah Badli in my show, Women Empowerment Series, and this is where I showcase amazing and wonderful ladies. Okay, Arifah, can you introduce us more about yourself?
Yeah, sure. Hi, my name is Arifah. So I recently graduated with a degree in media, communication, and cultural studies from Newcastle University.
Mm-hmm.
I also recently completed a part-time internship with the university where
Mm-hmm.
I did like blog and video content for the university. So I showcased quite a lot of my student life. For example, my journey to Newcastle, my experience graduating in lockdown,
Mm-hmm.
life as a Muslim student at Newcastle, and I've been spending my graduation just like chilling and um, yeah, just taking life slow after finishing my dissertation and all that. But I've also been like applying for jobs, and I've also been having a shot at applying for postgraduate studies. And at
Mm-hmm.
the same time, I also felt like giving back to society because
Mm-hmm.
not everyone gets the opportunity to study overseas, especially for my course. Like I actually got sponsored to come here to the UK.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually did this program that I did. It's just my own self initiative, like my own graduation project. It's called Bintang Bersinar. So basically, what I did is I opened this application for no, like sometimes on Instagram or LinkedIn, people will ask me like, how do they improve as a mass comm student, or
Mm-hmm.
how do they further their studies overseas. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I thought like I saw my friend.
Mm-hmm.
She actually did this kind of like consulting session for her
Okay.
birthday, like
Mm-hmm.
just for free. It's like she opened slots for around 30 people where they had to donate some money to some organizations of her choice, like
Mm-hmm.
charitable organizations. And in exchange, she would give them like 20 minutes of their time, of her time, to like mentor them, kind of, because she actually received the Rhodes Scholarship. Her name is
Wow.
Izzati Hasbullah. There are like news articles and stuff about her.
Wow, that's
And
amazing.
also Shazan Azura.
Wow,
Yeah,
Shazza.
Shazan Azura. Like you,
Yeah,
yeah, you interviewed her last time.
yes, I
She also
interviewed
did
her
something
last month.
similar.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, she also did something similar a few years ago. So I thought, why not
Mhm.
do something for my own graduation? So I offered to do like mentoring sessions, like
Mhm.
self-development chats, kind of. And
Mhm.
what I also offered is like social media analysis, because
Mhm.
sometimes students, like, we have to do social media pages for
Yes.
our small business or maybe our student event and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So I offered to do like social media analysis of their social media pages for those things, and also like CV review. So yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's amazing because you help others,
Hello.
checking on their CVs, on their resume, and that is a really noble thing, Arifa, that you're doing. Well done. Okay, and moving
Thank
on
you
to the
so
next
much.
question.
Yeah.
Yes, what does woman empowerment means to you?
What does women empowerment mean to me? Um, I think it's the empowerment. So empowerment is a really big like term, but I
Mm-hmm.
think it's that women should feel confidence and like just confident about themselves and their
Yes.
abilities, and not like be they shouldn't be hesitant to try new things and to go far in life just because they're a woman. Like they shouldn't be limited because of their gender or because of any circumstances in life. I think women empowerment is about people supporting other women so that she can be the best person that she can be,
Yes.
especially women supporting other women. Like, I think that's really important. Like, I think women need to learn to support and be happy for other women.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we shouldn't be bitter when we see a woman doing better than us, but rather we should understand that she is shining in her own way and that we as well will shine in our own way. Because it's bad enough that many
Yeah.
men in this world sometimes try to bring us down, and there are so many like limits on women already. So let's try to not bring each other down, because real queens, they fix each other's crown instead of like trying to snatch it away.
Wow, I like that, Arifah. Yeah, and it's really important for us to empower and support each other because I truly believe that when women empower and support each other, this is where the magic happens. And
That's
with
true.
the economy in Malaysia as well, because women also contribute the part in the economy, you know, in nation building, and it's really important for us ladies to support and empower one another, and for us to, you know, shine bright like a diamond in
Yeah,
our
definitely.
chosen and respective field of
Hmm.
profession. Yeah, right. So I think it's really important for us to educate women and girls to also step outside of their comfort zone and don't be afraid to
Hmm.
try something new. Take risks, and for girls
Hmm.
and ladies to be brave, you know, to try something different, to try do a courses in digital marketing, or to try to try and challenge themselves to do copywriting or something that they've never done before, right? Yeah, so this is all upskilling, learning
Hmm.
new skills, because a lot of people, when I mention upskilling, a lot of people are scared to, you know, dive to the unknown. They're scared to, I'm not good at
Hmm.
this area, or I'm not good at mathematics, or I'm not good at data analysis, or I'm not good at SEO. But if they don't try and learn new things, they would never know that they actually can do it. It just take some practice and the learning process, and of course they need a mentor to guide them.
Yep.
And there's so
Very
many
important.
there's so many courses online, and there's so many courses and
That's
workshops
true.
that is provided by training providers. There's so many training centers and training providers in Malaysia, and there's so many, you know, mentors that can guide them to reach to where they want to be. So anything is
Hmm.
possible if they put their mind to it.
That's true. Like,
Yeah.
I feel a lot of people, they're scared to, as a lot of women especially, they're scared to achieve their dreams because they lack the confidence and they don't believe in themselves. And they're, like you mentioned, like there are so many resources, there are mentors, there are online resources, but sometimes people are not aware of these things. Like, they
Mm-hmm.
don't know how to explore the opportunities around them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's great when we as women like share resources for other women, especially those who have a big influence on social media or among their communities. Like, we should definitely empower other women and provide more opportunities for them to shine, because
Yes.
like women are the ones who raise the nation, basically. Like, they are the ones who give birth to the future generation. So um like when you have strong and intelligent and like amazing mothers, they will give birth to amazing children, and then like the nation will just become better lah, hopefully. Inshallah.
Yeah, inshallah. Okay, so moving on to the next question. Who are the most inspirational woman idol that you admire in Malaysia and also internationally? An icon. Who is the woman that you admire most in Malaysia and also internationally?
In Malaysia, I would have to say probably my mom, if that's all right.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, like my mom, she is amazing. Like she when she was a young girl, she actually lived in a house with like no electricity. She lived in a house where like you couldn't flush your toilet manually. I mean, you couldn't flush your toilet automatically, so there would be a guy who actually comes to your house and like takes whatever is in the toilet bowl
Mm-hmm.
and brings it away with him. So I
Mm-hmm.
can't imagine like living with her conditions. She took penilaian Darjah 5 using like
Okay.
gas lamps and stuff like that at a
Mm-hmm.
time when electricity wasn't in her house. But yet she managed to get all A's for penilaian Darjah 5 and she
Wow,
got into MRSM.
that's
She was the
amazing.
only girl from her school. She was the only student from her school who actually got straight A's for penilaian Darjah 5. And then
Wow, that's amazing.
yeah,
That's
she got
amazing.
into MRSM.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I can't imagine like doing that. Like we have it so easy now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she got into MRSM and she scored her studies and she actually managed to get a scholarship to pursue accounting in the United Kingdom, which she got. And she was the first she's the eldest child out of
Mm-hmm.
9 siblings.
Mm-hmm.
So she is really like the pioneer in her family. She really like that term called social mobility where you want to like move out of poverty. Like that's what she did. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like I really admire her for that. And the UK
Wow.
is where she met my dad and yeah, the rest is history. And yeah, she
Wow.
showers me with like
So
she
your mom met your dad in the UK while studying.
always yeah, she did. They were
Wow.
classmates.
Wow. Well, that's a very romantic love story. Yeah. I
Yeah, they met in Liverpool.
mm, that's nice. I would love
I'm
to
sorry, the
interview
audio
your
is a bit.
mother. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would
Yes.
love to interview your mother. Yeah.
Oh, sure, no problem. Like I can give her contact details anytime to you.
Yeah, and it's really important for us
Okay.
ladies to have courage to get out of, our comfort zone. And the way that you mentioned about
Mm-hmm.
your mother's journey, her story, her personal story just now,
Mm,
yeah, she has a lot of courage in her, you know, and she stepped outside of
definitely.
her comfort zone and she went to the UK to study, right?
I know. It
Yeah,
must have been like at that time not a lot of people have studied overseas, so
yeah.
she's like one of the first. And yeah, I think she's done a lot of great things in her
Yeah,
life.
amazing. And what does she do? What does she do for work?
Now she's an accounting lecturer at
Mm-hmm.
College Professional Mara, Branang.
Okay.
It's not
Wow.
like a fancy job in a like fancy company, but she loves what she does for a living.
Yeah.
She
She's
loves
an
teaching
educator.
students and she loves
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
She's
yeah, she
educating
loves
our
like
Malaysian future leaders.
mhm.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's
she's like,
true.
wow. So she's educating the future Malaysian accountants.
Mhm. And at the same time she also is a mother. She also like
Mm-hmm.
takes care of her kids, like raises us very well. Like she always instills good values in us, and she also cooks and cleans the house and everything. So I don't know how she manages all of that.
Yes.
So that's
So
amazing.
yeah, so our moms, they're superwoman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so my
Definitely.
idol is also my mother. So she's a superwoman and I
Okay.
really look up to her. So both of us, we have similarities. So both of us, we idolize our mom. Yeah, because
Oh,
they're like
that's great.
superwoman. Like you say it, they do everything. They clean, they cook, they can take care of their kids. So yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
our moms are amazing.
Definitely. They're like I can only hope to achieve what she has achieved in life. Not just like the professional stuff, but of course, like just being a nice human being on a daily basis. Like when it's her
Yeah.
birthday or whenever she posts something on Facebook, she gets so many like comments and likes. So I can see that she's a very loved person among her friends and her like students.
That's nice. Okay. And how about internationally? Who are the women icon that you admire on a global scale?
So on a global scale, um, I actually really love this woman called Aida Azlin. I don't know if you've ever heard of her.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah.
Have
I
you heard of
follow
her?
her.
Okay.
I follow
Well,
her podcast. Wow.
oh,
She's
okay.
awesome. She's amazing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she is. Well, she's not that far away, I guess. She's Singaporean, but
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, she's kind of based all over the world as well. She lives in Morocco. But then she sort of uses her influence on social media to actually promote about Islam and like to promote positive vibes and like champion women. She's a big believer in women empowerment and stuff like that.
Yep.
I even subscribe to her premium platform. It's called AA
Wow.
Plus. It's
Yeah.
a women only it's a women only community. So she has a lot of exclusive content in there, like
Mm-hmm.
um podcasts, classes for us. She has like weekly Zoom meetings with us where
Mm-hmm.
sometimes um we would discuss the podcast that was released that week. So they covered a lot of topics. They covered like
Mm-hmm.
actually the one yesterday, they do it on
Mm-hmm.
Friday.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, the one yesterday was about women around our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So
Mm-hmm.
like yesterday's yesterday's episode was about his daughter,
Mm.
Fatimah Al Zahra.
Zahra.
Yeah, so that's like a great initiative. Like we all feel like one big community, and I feel very close like with her, even though I've only met her in person like twice. But even though we're mostly just talking on a screen, like we really feel like one big family, and we feel like one whole sisterhood, like supporting each other. And yeah, it just I love Ida Azlin so much.
Yeah, and I follow her online as well and listening to
Mm-hmm.
her podcast where she share about
Yeah.
education, spiritual. She talk about
Mm-hmm.
her relationship, advice and all of that things, and also woman empowerment. Yeah, she's amazing woman. Yeah, she's an amazing woman, and she also share her advice to ladies
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of good advice that she shared. So yeah.
Yeah, she actually just started the second season of her podcast, I think,
Podcast.
like the public one.
Mm-hmm.
She interviewed Siti Awa from Malaysia,
Mm-hmm.
if you know her. She's like an influencer who always talks about like medical stuff because she's a pharmacist. But she's currently living in the UK as well. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, people like her because of her Kedah accent and because of her medical knowledge.
Wow.
So yeah, she's like trying to promote other women as well.
Yeah, and it's really important for us to promote, empower, and support each other, right? So Aida Azlin
Mm-hmm.
definitely, yeah, she's also one of my woman idols.
That's yeah, she's like amazing. I think a lot of my friends follow her.
Mm-hmm.
I can also mention a more even further from Malaysia if you want.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I think one of the women I really look up to recently, especially
Mm-hmm.
during the pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
is Jacinda Ardern, the Prime Minister of New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been watching her like for quite a while, especially
Mm-hmm.
since she handled the mosque shooting in New Zealand. Like,
Mm-hmm.
was it last year? I think it was last year.
Yeah, it was last year.
She handled it so well. She handled it so well as a leader, and she always shows kindness and empathy as a leader,
Mm-hmm.
which I think a lot of leaders lack, especially the male ones. Like some of them are really like cold and calculating. They're not used to being compassionate as a leader. So, and I think New Zealand did very well during the
Yeah.
pandemic, and there are even articles. there are articles like analyzing how female-led countries did better during the pandemic rather than male countries.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, of course, you can't say that women are necessarily better leaders or anything, but I think it's definitely important to have this perspective of a woman when leading,
Mm-hmm.
because women can bring new ideas to the table.
Mm-hmm.
Like they can see things that a man maybe can't see or give a different perspective. So yeah, I really admire Jacinda Ardern.
Yeah, she's amazing. And I follow her on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. And I like the way she
Mm-hmm.
greet people online, like, hi, hello everyone. Like, hello everyone. And I'm now,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, the way that her aura, her positive
Mm-hmm.
aura shines, even on Facebook Live, where she's
Yeah.
she's reporting to people and telling her followers on what she's doing. She's currently in parliament, or she's addressing an issue on coronavirus. I really love her smile and also her aura, and I like
That's
her
true.
pleasant personality. And she goes like, hi, good morning everyone, I'm here now reporting live at New Zealand. And
Mm-hmm.
you can see the smile, the aura, even though you are just looking at her, viewing at her from your Facebook screen, from your phone. But
Mm-hmm.
her pleasant personality, and also what she does for her country. And she addressed the issue really well and promptly. And that's what I
Mm-hmm.
like about Jacinda Ardern. And she's also a mother.
Yeah.
So she's a mom, she's a
That's
working
true.
mom, and she's the Prime Minister of New Zealand. So yeah, she's amazing. Yeah, so she's one of my woman idols as well. I love Jacinda Ardern. Yeah.
That's great. It's great to know you like her too. There was even a video of her once. She was like doing a live broadcast or something. And then there was a minor earthquake, like very minor, like just a bit of shaking. And then she was like very chill about it, like, oh, it's an earthquake. And then she just like continued
And she just
normally,
continued
like broadcasting this
recording.
session.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
She's
Did you
really
watch it?
cool. Yeah.
Hmm. So
Okay.
yeah.
And now to the next question. What would be your advice to the young ladies out there?
Um, my advice would be you are an influencer even if you don't realize it. Like maybe not a social media influencer with like 20K followers, but you definitely influence someone in your life, whether
Mm,
you know it or not. Like I'm
yes,
sure that
that's right.
someone in your life definitely looks up to you. Yeah, someone in your life definitely looks up to you in some aspects. So always like be a positive role model to other women and other people out there generally. Like don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone, and never feel like you can't achieve anything just because other women have never done it before, or because you think like there are certain rules that can restrict you. Like
Mm-hmm.
definitely just go for it, like push the boundaries,
Yeah, just
break
go
the
for
glass
it.
ceiling.
Yeah, just go for
Yeah.
it. Yeah, take the leap of
Hmm.
faith and just be brave to jump and go for it. Yeah,
Definitely, that's what my mom did.
yeah, we have to educate more women and girls to step outside of their comfort zone, jump, and try something new, and don't be afraid. And yeah, like what we discussed just now, and keep going. Yeah. So if they come through failure, if you fail, it's okay. You can get back up and then always try again. So it's a learning process, which we call life. So life is not a straight curve. Yeah, life is not easy. So sometimes we go through stumbling blocks and challenges, but that is how we grow. That is how we learn, through the challenging
Hmm.
process. Yeah, the learning curve.
That's true, especially for young women like me. I feel like as students or like fresh graduates, we still have a lot of room to make mistakes. Like it doesn't have a huge effect on our life yet at this point in
Mm-hmm.
life when we're around early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
So like just like do whatever you want to do, like just go for it if you want to.
Yes, yeah.
Discover who you are as a person,
Mm.
and
And
definitely don't just oh sorry
mm,
oh, don't just think about like marriage, or don't feel like you're less of a woman because you're single or you're not married yet. Like that doesn't prove your worth. Definitely use your youth to work on yourself as a person, and improve your own skills, like discover who you are, what your interests, what are your
mm,
passions, and you will definitely like thrive in life, and you will definitely like find love sometime later. But even if you
yes,
don't, like you love manifests in so many other forms.
yes, and Allah knows best. So always put our trust in Allah.
Hmm.
Yes, so
Yeah,
always trust in
definitely.
Allah's plans, you know. Yeah, so always have faith and trust in Allah's plan, and everything happens for a reason. And enjoy the journey, enjoy the ride in which
Mhm,
what we call life, you know. Keep going.
mhm,
Yeah, and to the young ladies out there, my advice would be don't afraid to try something new and invest in yourself and step outside of your comfort zone and be the best version that you can be. And it's really important, like what Arifah was saying, just keep challenging yourself, right? And keep going. And whenever you have self doubt, you know, you doubt yourself and you say, oh, I can't do this, or I'm afraid if I do this I might get judged for doing this. So you have to ask yourself what you want to achieve in life. So if you want to achieve something big in life, you have to step outside of the comfort zone and you have to push yourself further. So that is the only way for you to achieve something in life. So you have to be brave to get out from the comfortable zone and be prepared to be uncomfortable. And it's okay because it's a learning curve, it's a learning process, and keep moving forward,
mhm.
keep going.
Yeah, that is amazing advice, Farisha. Like I agree with everything you said. And yeah, I agree. We shouldn't care about what people think when we want to do something. Obviously, there will be people who don't support you, people
That's
who
right. Yeah.
are haters,
Yeah.
but
We have
you
to
have to
love
keep going
ourselves.
anyway. Like you have to,
Yeah.
yeah, we have to block all the voices that all the
Exactly.
negative voices.
Yeah. So we have to block all the negativity around us and most importantly, self love. Ladies, girls
Hmm.
out there, love yourself, unconditional love. Love
Yes.
yourself first, self love, self care, and you have to push yourself forward. And it doesn't matter if that, you know, if you are surrounded by negativity or people who say that, oh, you can't do this, or I think that you're not capable. Try to block that from your mind and say, hey, I'm good enough. I'm capable. I think I can do this. I can and I will. Self love and self care and keep going.
That that's amazing. That's brilliant advice. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Farisha.
yeah. Self care, self love is very important. So you have to love yourself. So, because when you love
Hmm.
yourself, when you practice self love and self care, you want the best version of yourself. You always want the best things to happen to you because you practice self love and self care, because you value yourself, you cherish yourself, and you love yourself. And when you practice self care and self love, this is where you see all the abundance, you know, law of attraction. People start coming to you. You know, you're attracting the good vibes,
That's true.
you're attracting the positive vibe, you're attracting the positive people entering your life. And this is also where you block all the negative from entering because you practice self-love, self-care, and also I practice this as well, the law of attraction. There's a book called Law of Attraction,
Oh
you know,
yes. Hmm.
manifestation, how you want to manifest the things.
Hmm.
So you have to visualize it, you know, visualization. Yeah,
Hmm.
visualization, manifestation. So you visualize in your mind, manifest and visualize all the good things that you wanted to happen in your life. So when you visualize it, you can turn the visualization into reality. So you just have to believe in yourself, and you have to also, practice self-love and care, because when you love yourself, when you practice self-care and self-love, there won't be any space for negativity to enter in your life. Yeah, and abundance, and also, sharing knowledge with other people. So this is where all the good vibe starts to come in.
Mm-hmm.
So that is what I practice.
That's amazing. Yes, I think all women should practice self-love. I think a lot of people like don't really understand the concept of self-love. Maybe they think it's bath bombs or going to the spa, because that's what a lot of influencers are kind of pushing towards. But it's not. It's just things as simple as going to bed early, for example. Like, okay, that's not me today, but like, make sure you're well rested before work, eating a healthy breakfast, like stuff like that, just to make sure you are functioning at your best. Because when you're the best version of yourself, you can empower the people around you, and you can contribute to the community.
Yeah, and you perform better, and you perform better at work. Like for me, for example, how I, practice self-care is by exercising. I exercise, I do kickboxing, I exercise 3 times a week. I go for a walk or a jog in the park once a
Wow.
week. And that is also self-love and care, because you take care of your body and you take care of your mind as well. Because exercise is very important, right? Yeah, so it's like for me, because I work in the corporate sector, sometimes it get hectic at work, and how I relax myself is through exercising. Exercising, and it also boosts your immune system and increase your productivity, and also releases endorphins, and endorphins makes you happy. So with exercising, it's also, you're practicing self-love, self-care, because you take care of your body and you take care of your mind as well through exercising. So exercise is really important.
That's true. I think I have a long way to go in the exercise department. Like, oh my God, I'm still
Yes.
like so lazy to actually go jogging or go to the gym and stuff, but I will
Yeah.
try to work on that.
Yeah.
For
And then,
me, for me, I think I like writing.
yeah,
I like
that can
writing
be.
because it's very therapeutic. Like, I like just expressing my feelings on paper or on like my notes app or anything, because it helps me like focus and understand what I'm feeling. Or sometimes I'm very passionate about a particular topic, and when I share it on social media or anything, like I get to when people reply, like I hear their perspectives and their comments on it, so it's a nice way to connect with people as well.
Yeah, and writing is also therapeutic, because you express yourself through your writing. Yeah, and it's also a form of therapy and relaxation, because like I write as well. I love to write too, and people express themselves in different ways. So that is also a form of self-love and self-care. Yeah, and it can be as simple as, reading a good book on Sunday, and drinking a
Yeah,
nice coffee, and a cup of coffee with chocolate chip cookies, and reading a nice book on the side. So that is also self-love. That is self-care, because you're relaxing yourself, you're relaxing your mind, you're reading a good book and sipping a cup of coffee and eating cookies. Yeah, so it's also relaxation. So that is also self-love and care. Yeah, and it can be exercising, and it can also be salat, when we pray. Uh, when we salat, we feel, of course, we feel good, we feel better. And then also for us to also, pray to the Almighty, to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. And then for us to, you know, um, during dua, that is also a form of self-love and care,
yes,
because when
yes.
we pray, we are surrendering ourselves to God, to Allah, and then we pray, we dua. So that is also a form of you know, self-love and care, because we also not just taking care of dunya, but we are also taking care of our akhirat as well. So that is also self-love and care. Mm.
That's true. I think dua is very important because
Yes,
you it's like you are admitting that you are not in control of everything in your life. Like
that's
sometimes
right.
no matter how hard you work for something, you still can't get it. So when you make dua, you are actually acknowledging that there is a higher power above you, and
Exactly.
only Allah can like makbulkan your dua. And at the
Yes.
same time, sometimes we like keep a lot of things to ourselves, like our pain, our struggles. We never share them to anyone, but you
Mhm.
can share them with Allah. Like that's the least you can do. If you can't share with anyone, at least share with God. So that's a good way of like, that's therapeutic as well, in
Yeah.
if that makes sense, because
Yes,
you're
it
actually
does.
expressing.
Mhm.
Yes.
Because there are things that beyond our control. Yes, things that is beyond our control, so we leave it up to God, to Allah. And then when we pray, we always, think of ourselves, and okay, it's not just for us to live on this earth forever, right? So we also have to, teach ourselves how to be humble, and it teaches us to be, humility, for us to, always remember that no matter how hard you plan, but it's always, in God's plan, in Allah's plan, because Allah knows best. Yes, and also another thing that you can do for self-love and care is also caring about other people around you. So when you care about other people around you, your friends, your family, you care about your colleagues at work, in the office, you care about your clients, you care about the people surrounding you, that is also self-love and care as well, because you care and you support other people.
Yeah, because when the people around you are happy, like you are happy as well, and it gives you a sense of contentment when you like live your life in service to other people. Kiranya,
Mm-hmm.
you don't live your life just for you alone, but you do it to make a difference to the community, to empower other people around you, to make a difference to your family, your friends, and inspire them to be the best version of themselves. Can be as
Exactly.
simple as helping your little sibling with their math homework, or like helping your mom do the dishes and stuff like that. It's just very like simple things, but definitely like it's good, it's beneficial for you and for them in the end.
Yes, and it's the little things that counts, right?
Yep, that's true. But
And
also,
even, mm-mm, mm-hmm,
like also like if you want to go on a bigger scale, there are definitely like charitable organizations or anything you can get involved with.
mm-hmm,
um for example, I was involved with the Kalso movement. It's like this NGO that
mm-hmm,
fights education inequality in Malaysia. So
mm-hmm,
kiranya we would do empowerment camps every summer around August.
mm-hmm,
So we would go to schools, rural schools in Malaysia,
mm-hmm.
and we'd do like motivational camps with them. We would talk to them and like help them improve their English, like teach them how to do um, life skills, like how to have self confidence and within themselves. And yeah, it's a very fun experience because we get to connect with the younger people, younger than us, and they get mentors in their life who they can look up to.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, Arifah, we've almost come to the end of the show.
Okay.
Okay, do you have
Mhm.
any advice that you would like to share with our audience today?
um I think I answered this like just now, but it's okay. I'll repeat it again because it's a good message, I think. Like, um, every woman definitely has influence on someone in her life, even though she doesn't think so. Like, even if you're like lacking confidence or anything, there's definitely someone who loves you and looks up to you. Maybe they just don't tell you, but there's definitely someone who admires you for who you are and what you're doing. So like root for yourself and like appreciate the people who are rooting for you
Mm.
also. And yeah, just like basically everything we said just now, practice self-love, um, contribute to the community,
Mm-hmm.
don't be afraid to achieve your dreams, and yeah, basically just everything we've said just now.
Okay, and for those of you who would like to connect and get in touch with Arifah Badli online, okay, what is your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn for people to connect with you online? Yeah.
So my Instagram is like my main social media, I guess. So it's Arifah Badli. It's
Mm-hmm.
Arifahbadli.
Mm-hmm.
And my LinkedIn is Arifah Husna Badlishah.
Okay,
So
and for
yeah,
those of
just
you,
keep in touch.
yeah, you can connect with her on social media on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, and Twitter, right?
Yep. Well, my Facebook and Twitter are kind of not really like public, but definitely you can if you like know me personally or want to collaborate on any projects. It's basically all the same thing. It's just
Mhm.
Arifah Badli.
Okay, thank you so much, Arifah, for sharing your tips and advice and also for sharing with us your experience. And I hope that to those of you out there who are watching this, I hope that you are motivated, empowered, and also inspired by Arifah's story and also her tips and advice. And for those of you who would like to connect with her, you can connect with her online on social media. And we hope that we can empower, support, and support each other and empower more women and girls out there to reach their dreams and reach their fullest potential. Okay, till then, stay safe, take care, bye.
Bye.